So sometimes, you get game companies that kind of outright say, almost try to justify what they're doing. So Hiroki Totoki, uh, Sony CFO, Hiroki Totoki, is claiming that Sony doesn't have enough original IPs you know, to do anything with. Now there are some here that, hey, cool border. I love cool border. Cool borders, excellent. Such a good game. But you see a lot of these here. One extreme, I actually, hang on. Uh, let's see, downloads. I have Two Extreme, which is a great game. I had to try it to kind of get back into it. It's a really good game. It's really fun. Um, bicycling, skateboarding, snowboarding, but it's really cool, and you can like poof people off their bikes and whatever. It's really fun. It's really fun, but I had to, you know, but one extreme, Ape Escape, Bloodborne. Now some of these is like, oh, I've never heard of, but some of them, Detroit Becoming Human, uh, Freedom Wars, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War. I mean, God of War. Oh, we don't have enough to work with any of them. Gran Turismo, Horizon, Hot Shots Golf. I remember Hot Shots. Jack and Daxter, Jet Moto, Killzone, Legend of Legaia, Little Big Planet. I mean, Sackboy. Come on. If anyone, if anyone was to get a new game, Little Big Planet and Sackboy, definitely that would attract a lot of people. Those games are cool. Like very in depth, kind of like custom and Marvel Spider-Man, Medieval, such a great. I mean, I think I had to get that one again. But that game alone. Does it have some kind of some issues? Yeah, but it was so fun. You know, eh, just the opening sequence, the cutscene, and I've memorized all because of how many times I played it. Pain, the world shall know pain. The Rapper, Ratchet and Clank, Rogue Galaxy, Sly Cooper. I mean, when was the last time we had Sly Cooper game? Shadow of the Colossus. Shadow of the Colossus was such an amazing game. People have wanted another game. There was okay, so Shadow of the Colossus. There were a lot of them that were left out. There was a way more colossals and colossus that were supposed to appear in the game and they just didn't because their time restraints or whatever. Why not make a game using the ones that you didn't get to use? Great story, even though the world it's kind of lonely because you're just kind of riding around trying to find these creatures and but people love Shadow of the Colossus. Why not make another game? The Last of Us, Legend of Dragoon. I remember playing that, or my friend would play that all the freaking time. Early 2000s. Tombi. Tom B is actually Tomba. Uh, really, really good. This was a really cool game too. It was one of the games that kind of utilized the foreground and the background. So like you see the foreground right there, and then you could like go into the background. And, you collect items, and this, and you had different missions you had to do, and it was a really, really cool game. Um, they had Tomba 2, but yeah, so it's not Tombi, it's Tomba. Twisted Metal, Uncharted. I mean, you can't really say that you don't have anything. Just a few of these. If you were to put out another Shadow of the Colossus game, do you know how much that would draw in? You keep to the spirit of the first one. Again, you use the some of the Colossus that weren't there the last time. Actually, how many were there? All right, according to an interview, Kenji Kaido, the game's producer, they had decided to cut down the Colossi again to 20. It was supposed we were there 48 or so. We didn't have any specific, just a vague idea of the number. Then once we were down to 24, we started to come up with ideas and make models for strategy and make models. So then they got down to 20, and then they got down to 16. So in all, there could have been 48 Colossi running around. Well, not running around, because they're very slow. Now this is all the unused Colossi shown in the art book. Devil, Sirius, Phoenix, Rock, Yamori A, Spider, Worm, Evis, Griffin, Saru. Especially that one, that would have been interesting. I mean, given its look. And there's some places in the game that are just desolate where it's like, okay, you expect a colossi to be there, but then there's nothing. And then it turns out that there was supposed to be something there. So imagine if they made a game. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is just 10 of them. Imagine if they made another game with the unused Colossi. Actually, I saw where was it? There was a video. Yeah, here we go. So this one has video of, some of these IPs and when the last game was released. Ape Escape, last game 2011. Dark Cloud, pretty good. 2002. Everybody's Golf. I remember that. 2019. Gravity Rush, 2017. Infamous, 2014. Jack and Daxter, 2009. Jet Moto, 1997. Killzone, 2013. Knack, 2017. Lemmings. Yes, really. 2018. Loco Roco, 2009. Such a great game. 2019. If you were to make another one of that, or what's the name? I can't remember the name right now. It'll come to me. But yeah, make an Motorstorm 2012. Patapon. Last game was 2011. Resistance Fall of Man 2012. Sly Cooper, really good game. 2013. SOCOM 2011. Siphon Filter 2007. Caraway. Twisted Metal, which 2012 last Twisted Metal game. Uncharted 2017. Siren 2018. Wild Arms 2007. White Knight Chronicles 2011. Yeah. There are some big names in there like Sly Cooper. Why not make another Sly Cooper game? I don't understand. This is why they just kind of like just settle for the nonsense that's being pushed out now rather than creating what they have from what they have. Again, there's so many freaking IPs that they have access to. Um, yeah, so you have all these IPs. You have ones that are extremely well known, like Ape Escape. Like I said, a Shadow of the Colossus game would really drive people in. Jack and Daxter, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank. So a lot of Twisted Metal, but instead these people are just also isn't like Crash and Spyro Sony as well. I mean, has a Spyro game. We had the remake or the re yeah the actually yeah the remake, but has there actually been a legitimate new Spyro game? People love Spyro. They're good games. Have we gotten a new game? So they have IPs that they can work with. It's just, I guess it's easier to settle for subpar crap than to put any effort into making something, a good game from an IP you have. Because it seems like it's just easier to take what you have and expand on it and create a new game rather than let these people create new games which are going to fail. Concord. So, it's you have IPs to work with, plenty of them. And this is just a small list. This is just a small list. But the fact that the guy's like, oh, there's not enough IPs. Sony doesn't have enough IPs, whether it's for games, films, or anime. We don't have that much IP that we fostered from the beginning. It just sounds like they're just kind of settling with this subpar bullcrap that they've been putting out. You know, again, Shadow of the Colossus. You make a game with the same feeling, the same vibe, and using the unused Colossi, people are gonna play it. Make a new Spyro game, people are gonna play it. When was the last time Crash got a new game? Medieval. It's you have virtual IPs. You're just sitting on them. Yeah, Twisted Metal. What the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. That's hilarious. Imagine Sony made Concord and took 8 years and scrapped it. What's he complaining about? Place already had Tom. Yeah, again, Tom is a great game. I was thinking about playing it not too long ago because it really was a cool game. Again, it's a game. It utilizes the foreground and the background. Um, it's a fun game, a real fun game. This is great. Not enough IP, but sure, let's disregard loved franchises like Infamous, Resistance, Spyro the Dragon, Twisted Metal, Killzone, Crash Bandicoot, and all the others mentioned in the replies. Again, it just seems like they're just complicit with the bull crap now, and rather just make excuses of like, oh well, we haven't created really anything good lately because we don't have many IPs to work with. What do you guys think? It doesn't even have to be on the list. Obviously, this is just some of them. Cool Borders. But yeah, what would be a game that would really interest you into, like an IP that would interest you in continuing on with it? Like I said, from me, Medieval, Shadow of the Colossus, um, Combo would be a really, really, really cool one. Sly Cooper, really good platforming, really good controls. Um, Ratchet and Clank, Daxter, Dexter and Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. Um, I don't know why God of War is on here. I mean, when was the last God of War game? Like what, a year or two ago, I think. But yeah. So yeah, what would be a game you would love to see from Sony that they've had in the past that they just haven't utilized to its full capacity? Let me know. But that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.